Welcome to our online service. As our weeks of online services stretch on, I actually really miss more and more our gathering together. And there's a word that describes what I most miss about us getting together, and it's the word propinquity. Propinquity is a neat little word that describes so much of what I love about church. Propinquity is the state of being close to someone or something, proximity. I've had more video calls in the last few weeks than I've had over the course of my life. And it's great to see people that I'm separated from. But even though I can hear them, even though I can see them, it's not quite the same as being in the same room. There's kind of a physical missing element that just feels so necessary to relationship. I guess that's no surprise, as we've been created as physical beings in a physical world. And what's more, God's Son put on flesh to be like us, to save us. We see that in Philippians 2. What's more, that's actually where we're heading. When we're in the new creation, it will be a physical place, and it will be physically known and will physically know. On that day, we'll be physically gathered around Christ. The heavenly reality of church is a physical reality. However, I was reminded by a minister friend of mine, Dave Moore, that we don't require propinquity for deep relationships. He reminded me that the deepest and most significant relationship anyone can have is a relationship with Jesus. And yet, even though this relationship grows and matures over time, it has no physical closeness in this life. We are presently physically separated from Christ, and yet we grow in our relationship with him. One day it will be physical, but just not yet. This has been a good truth to preach to myself as I long for propinquity again, as I long for us as a church to be together in person again. Well, in our online service today, we'll be hearing from Cam Howard, who is the Christian worker at Western Sydney University. We'll be getting to know him in just a moment, but first we're going to sing together.